Hey, what's up? Lightbolt Joe here. Today we are going to discuss the 2006 drama comedy holiday film Last Holiday. This is directed by what's his first name? Last name is Wang. Director Wang, if you will, starring Queen Latifah, LL Cool J, Timothy Hutton, Giancarlo Esposito, Alicia Witt, Gerard Depardieu, Jane Addams, Mike Esteem. I can't pronounce most of these names. I do apologize for butchering them. So Queen Latifah, LL Cool J, they are co-workers at this department store called, is it called Cragen? Mr. Cragen owns the department stores, right? He's got magazines, all these things. So Queen Latifah's character of Georgia Bird, Miss Georgia Bird, and Sean Matthews, that's LL Cool J's character, they are working at a cooking department, and she hits her head on a cabinet when she's trying to flirt with him. And so he takes her to this medical office in Cragen's building, which is weird because why does a department store have a medical office? But whatever. So there's a doctor there, and he does a CAT scan on Georgia, and he finds these masses, and he does it again, and he finds these same masses on her brain. So then he takes her to another doctor who confirms the masses as Lampington's disease. And so she only has 3 weeks left to live. So she's like, why is this happening? Very religious. She sings in the church choir. So she breaks out in song at the church choir, you know, just screaming, why? Why, God? Why? And, you know, goes to the bank, cashes in all her bonds, takes out all her savings. She has a book of possibilities, and she's always wanted to go to the hotel Pupp, right? She says it as pup, but it's pronounced poop. The Hotel Poop in Prague. I believe it's Prague. So she goes to Prague. After switching a first-class flight, she takes a helicopter to the hotel. So everybody at the hotel is like senators and congressmen and, you know, this millionaire, this well-connected person, this posh person, this, you know, world traveler. So everybody thinks she's of importance, right? But she's only a sales associate who just quit her job because she's only got 3 weeks left to live. So she's making friends with everybody. She's making friends with the chef DDA, because she's always wanted to eat his food. So everybody's getting different tastes of Georgia Bird, but then she starts to like tell them the honest truth. Like, maybe you shouldn't to this senator. Maybe you shouldn't be, you know, buying your votes. You should, you know, be honoring the votes that you already have, you know, things like that. So as the story progresses, you know, Cragen, Mr. Cragen, happens to be there with his mistress. She gets a reprimand from Queen Latifah's character of Georgia Bird. But then he does some digging of his own, has other people do some digging, finds out that Georgia actually works for him. So on New Year's Eve, he outs her as this sales associate, that she's no one of importance compared to them. So it then turns out that she then confesses that, you know, she only has a little bit of time left. After winning so much money with gambling and doing all these base jumping, she's been living life to the fullest at this present moment. So she then says, you know, Cragen's right. I have this disease. I am blowing all my money because I don't have much time left. I'm sorry if I ruined your evening. So then all of the, you know, the friends that she had accumulated, you know, are treating now Matthew Cragen as this jerk, because he is a jerk. He only thinks of money. So he then sits on a ledge, thinking of jumping off New Year's Eve. Well, technically New Year's Day, if the, you know, we hit midnight and the song, you know, starts. The New Year's song, I don't know what the name of it is. While this is happening, LL Cool J's character, Sean, is trying to track her down, confess his love to her. But then also the doctor who did her CAT scan found out that the machine is faulty, that she doesn't actually have Lampington's disease. So he then faxes a message to the hotel. One of the hotel workers, Miss Gunter, reads it, goes out the window to tell her on the ledge, because George is trying to get Matthew to get off the ledge, but Sean happens to go to the hotel as well, and he's on the ledge confessing his love to her. It's this whole New Year's ledge love confession scene, perfect. So she finds out that Sean likes her. She finds out that she's not going to die, and then she's screaming at God. She's like, why are you going to do me like that? Huh? Why are you going to do me like that? So it then has a flash forward that Georgia did get to open a restaurant she's always wanted to. Matthew's mistress, Miss Burns, went back to business school. She, you know, is now a spa manager. And then it just shows like what characters did what things and things like that. So I love this movie. I have loved this movie since 2006 when I first saw it. I've loved this movie every time I watch it. It doesn't have to be at Christmas time because it's a Christmas New Year's movie. I love this film because it's a matter of why. I scream why all the time. All the time I scream why in regards to certain situations. Because some things are evident of why things happen, right? You get an answer an hour or two or, a couple days later, right? But then some big things happen and you just scream, why? What's the purpose? Why did this happen? Is it that everything happens for a reason? Are we going to put it into that whole faith message? Or is it just a matter of shit happens? But why does shit happen, right? I was in an accident. I have extreme pain in my neck. This is why I can't, be as animated as I was. You've noticed this in the last couple of reviews, right? I have to turn my body to look at a screen, right? The pain in my neck feels like a tattoo healing, like that burning sensation, but like on the inside of my body. Not the outside, where the tattoo goes, but the inside, right? On the whole muscular ligamental front. So, have to, get all this checked out and things, right? Why? So, it's a perfect movie because of that why question. But then, would Georgia Bird have gone to Prague if she didn't get that life-threatening news? No, she wouldn't have. She would have stayed in her box, like she said. So, was that life-threatening news a means of getting her out of her box to experience the life she's always wanted to live? We shall see. Is that the why? Is that the outcome for her to eventually get her restaurant? That was always the outcome, right? So that would have been the why. That why was her answer. She had to live that experience in Prague at that Hotel Poop with Chef Didier and all those other characters in order to, get Sean to go to Prague and confess his love and get to open up their restaurant and George's joint and all these different things, right? But this is an hour and 52-minute movie to get to your answer of why. Sometimes people don't get an answer of why. So if you're watching this and something happened to you recently, or something happened to someone you love, or an acquaintance, or a neighbor, or a friend you haven't seen in years, and you ask yourself, why? Why did this happen to this person? Why did this happen to me? Sometimes there is no answer. Sometimes there's no answer right away. Sometimes we got to go base jumping or take a helicopter or sit on a ledge with a bottle of champagne on New Year's Eve, about 10 to 11 stories down below, to then somehow miraculously get our answer in the freezing cold. Answers might not come. We might not get our answers as fast as we hope. Let's assume you will get an answer. Might not be today, might not be tomorrow. Let's hope it's by New Year's. Let's hope you get your answer by New Year's. That's all I'll say. This is a good philosophical movie. Gets you thinking. Gets you thinking on the metaphysics of life. So, last holiday, hour 52 minutes long, starring Queen Latifah and LL Cool J. Incredible, moving film. 14 years old. Go watch it right now. Mucho mahalo.